BLU, which stands for Bold Like Us, a company based in Miami, Florida, has come up with a phone that packs features but doesn't hurt the wallet. This is the BLU Studio C. It has a 5-inch 720p IPS display that comes with Lollipop out of the box, with 1.3 GHz quad-core processor with 1 GB of RAM, expandable storage up to 64 GB. It's a surprise that the price is under $100. Did I mention that it has a dual SIM and 3000 mAh battery? Coming to the hardware, the phone feels hefty and chunky, but I do like a little bit of weight in my phone. The phone feels solid in hand and is not particularly slippery. However, if you are replacing a flagship phone like Samsung or Apple's, the weight might feel substantial and heavy to use. Otherwise, it's fine. The headphone jack is on top like usual, but so is the USB port for power. This is unusual for an Android phone, but this is somewhat preferable, as you have the cords only on one side of the phone. At first it seemed to me that you can only use the headphone that came in the package, as other headphones didn't work, but later on some headphones did do the job. I think it has to do with the headphone jack having 2 or 3 rings. If you guys know what is going on, please let me know in the comments below. The phone has Lollipop, which is Android's latest operating system. But I know that the Android Marshmallow is coming out, but right now all the new flagship phones in 2015 have Lollipop. So having Lollipop in this cheap non-flagship phone is really amazing. The phone feels smooth with no stutter. Switching between apps is flawless. I usually use my phone quite a bit and try to do many things at the same time. Nothing stopped this phone from slowing down. Of course, this is only a 1 GB RAM phone, so if you have a lot of apps, it will slow down the phone eventually, if not initially. But this is just a basic phone for a basic user. You're not going to be using it for super high-end gaming. Call quality is average with no complaints. The loudspeaker though is subpar, as the sound is a little bit muffled. If you are listening to music or watching YouTube, use headphones. The inclusion of dual SIM is especially useful if you're a traveler and have to switch SIMs often, or have a phone for personal and another for business. I like how the SIM slot is embedded into the phone. Some phones have dual SIM trays, which is cumbersome and takes longer to install. Here, you just have to put the SIM inside and you're good to go. Now the camera. The camera is an 8 megapixel shooter, which is an average camera by all means. The pictures were often overexposed depending on how you took the picture. This is especially evident when you are indoors with little light. However, if you take your time in the bright daylight, you can carve out some nice looking pictures. A lot of you might cringe at it saying it's only an 8 megapixel camera, but did you know that some of the 13 megapixel cameras are set to 8 megapixel by default? And the 13 megapixel option only works in 4:3 aspect ratio. You only get a 16:9 aspect ratio in 8 megapixel. Check your phone and let me know if this is the same with your phone. The battery is a big 3000 mAh battery that lasts into the next day. Phones these days are short of battery all the time. Usually cheap phones compromise on the battery. It's nice to see BLU didn't do that. With average daily use, I was able to go without charging the whole day. This is very welcoming from such a budget-friendly phone. For accessories, the phones come with a screen protector, a clear plastic cover, and headphones. The BLU Studio C is the phone for the budget conscious who want their phone to be stable, packing the latest Android operating system, having dual SIM with battery that lasts into the next day. That's pretty much it. Let us know if you have this phone and tell us what you like or dislike. Like this video if you like what you see, subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.